When I was a child, I liked to do something with my hand, making sculptures. Yeah, I started it like when I was 4 years old. At the time, I had finished university. I went to the army. I was very confused after serving military service whether I should carry on ceramic. I couldn't really find the direction of my life, so I was kind of like nomadic. It's really difficult for me as an artistic personality. So I just started traveling around the world, and then later I came to Australia, which is 8 years ago. It was a bit difficult for me to blend into the society, honestly. But I found that I become more liberated when I stay in different countries. If I had been in Korea until now, it would be very difficult to be as I am. Yeah, somehow like life takes me back to ceramic. So personally, I didn't really like to work for someone. I couldn't really find casual work. It was very difficult for me to find a job. Then I was just wandering around in Paddington, and I found that one small pottery studio, the Pottery Shed. I was just hanging around with the owner of the business. I was introducing myself with poor spoken English. It was very bad at the time. Like I could only speak like, I am hungry, I need food, but I have no money. You help me, will you? Yeah, that's how I started, and then working as a technician there, and then later I became a teacher. So I could only teach like 2 people at the time. So I was sweating just teaching there. But later I just wanted to have my own studio. I wanted to share my experience with other people. There was a person who had similar interest. Yeah, it was Rebecca.
Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca. My day-to-day job is to design buildings. I'm trained as an architect. I'm still working in the industry, and I have been doing it for a long time, and I'm still doing it. I think Projects Now is part of my exploration to what I'm doing as a designer. Having your own business and curating a space like this is like an evolving and like a living challenge in a way that you could design from the beginning to the detail and how people experience the space. We are in a very narrow old terrace in Newtown. The interesting exercise we went through is like, what are the essential elements that a ceramic studio need, and how do we make those elements special and also compact in a way that it can fit into the space. You know, there are so many different ways that you can, for example, put together a shelf. We can easily buy something from a shop, but there are ways also we can think about how each pieces come together, and it's about how we deal with the material we use and how we not waste every single material we deal with and put together in a mindful way. I think Projects Now in a way is an experiment to us as well. I think in one way we want to share this space to people, but at the same time we also want to explore ceramics, not just in like a small vessel, but we want to look at it in more like a building scale, looking at as furniture. Projects Now, at the first place, I want it to be a community for people who enjoy ceramics, and we also want it to be a supportive platform for people who want to explore their works. And I think also a studio as an experimental platform that allow us to create different objects as well, and look at other opportunity of representing clay in a different way.
Well, I think I just mainly like the moment. I just do things without thinking what to make. But I tend to make like something very comfortable to look, not too stressful. It's like something very round. So then I want to hug, or some cute things.
Running parallel to Project Snail, so we're currently working on another quiet space and a space that you can go with your friends, and it's a bathhouse. It's called Capybara. So similar to Project Snail, I think sometimes we need to learn from the spirit and philosophy of an animal. I think Snail is about appreciating the slowness, and Capybara in another way is a really friendly animal, and it can hang around with any species that it come across with. I think in a way in our life we need to have that level of balance and also appreciate the difference and not being judgmental.
We often say to people, this is going to be very slow process. Sometimes it takes time to do all the way through. So it's like a snail. Yeah, that's why the name is Project Snail.